I came upon the bluff where wind forgets to speak, a hollow in the hills, remote and rock still bleak. No trail betrayed the minds that once had carved this vale, yet in the stone a voice endured beyond the pale. A panel, smoothed by hand, emerged from out the wall, 5 figures marked in red and black, aligned and tall. Not chaos here, nor art for reverent display. Each symbol locked in logic, none were placed in play. At first they seemed like myths, a giant bird and shell. But then I traced the breath-line slope, and vision fell. The smallest figure stood, yet central in its aim. A horned man crowned with star, and bound to speak a name. A thread began from out his hand, a braided line that flowed not wild but straight, precise and near divine. He did not dream the world. He placed it into scheme, and from his lips the cosmos moved, not as a dream. His vector touched the back of bird with wing unfurled, not flight but frame, the agent through which breath is hurled. This falcon bore no seed, but bore instead the path. A sky machine, where voice became the world's first math. Above it arced that rising braid, still taut, still true, until it crowned a turtle form in structured view. No base of earth, but apex now, the goal of breath, where spirit meets with substance in convergent death. It struck me then, the turtle did not bear the sphere, it was the sphere. Completion formed, emergence clear. Not sacred beast, but closure drawn in curving grace, a final digit set atop the breathing place. And still, the horned one stood below and gripped the line, a second thread, not from above but self-assigned. His son was next, a red-haired shape in posture wide, one hand beneath a mound, the other stretched in stride. Yet still a falcon, smaller now, conveyed the thread, and left of him the darker sun, unmarked by glyph, held not a mound but future still, a hanging cliff. His rope came not from sky, but from his brother's hand, and in his grasp the final rope extends once more. And just above, the turtle's shell begins to shift, its limbs aligned to mark where meaning had to lift. The red-haired one becomes the ground, the load he bore becomes the hill, the structure sealed forevermore. The quiet one remains within the turtle's trace, bound not by labour but the turtle's weight and place. It wasn't death it showed where death was kept, where builders' hands and heirs' restraint were both adept. The panel wasn't legend, faith or sacred lore, it was instruction, mapped in pigment, bone and flaw. So here I stand, still breathing dust and layered code, the voice of giants trapped in triad's strict abode. They spoke in rope and ridge, in turtle, star and line, a grammar set in stone, not meant for myth but sign. And now I read what once I dared to call design. It points not to the sky, it points to where they lie. A whisper, ancient, structured, still declares aloud, "You want to know the past? Then dig beneath the mound."